Seahawks to the Supersonics, but there is a cornerstone program in this city. It is the Huskies of UW. They've always had a place here, a place of excellence that these fans hope will continue today. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team from the SEC, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They think there's room to run to the right here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Takes the easy completion. Reaches into the bag of moves and finds his way up to the 31.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. He got loose. Almost housed it. Finally dragged down at the 32.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. Was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this 1st drive.
The Huskers are moving quickly down the field. They go to the ground. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll go to the ground. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Power football with the run. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. Makes the grab. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to go up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Going to swing it on second down. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on third down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical third down. Whether you're running it or you're throwing it, the best players touch the ball right here.
Looking to the end zone on third and goal. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Wants to go up top. Wide out trying to get it in. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers!
Who needs a field goal when you can get a touchdown? First drive, set the tone, making a statement. 4th and goal, we are going for it. We are here for all the smoke. Nice job by this offense, capitalizing on the momentum, getting a touchdown to start this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. just a short pickup.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Huskies love these backs that can churn up yardage like a Corey Dillon and Napoleon Kaufman used to do.
Just guys that you can depend on, guys you can hand it to and know you're going to get really, really good production. Then what does that do? It opens up the whole offense, gets everybody jacked up in the Pacific Northwest.
We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Period. First down here. Looking to throw on first down. The screen. He can go. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And the Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Hey, quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and you're, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Here we go, here we go. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Running into the open space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And the old school toss play, huh? They will just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole, as opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the corner.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting them get outside, making the big tackle.
Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Looking to fire. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Taking it the other way. Inside the 50. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Nebraska. putting points on the board.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buying some time. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Working that wide receiver screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying play action. Under fire. He's going to run it.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. He's got an open man. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Handoff to the lone back. second and long. Here's the handoff. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cornhuskers getting set on 1st and 10. Running behind that left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Finds the tight end. Lowers those pads. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Notre Dame is just getting blown off the field right now. I know a lot of people either love or hate the Golden Domers, but anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 17 to LSU. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Oh, they're after him. Grab near the marker. It's Carr. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
Bring in the heat. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense has it. They're on the move. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll give it to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Huskers will kick it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Pressure coming. Showing the arm strength down the left side. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the third quarter. Let's see if these receivers can make more plays like that as this game goes on.
To the air on first down. He's going to take off. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, 1st and goal.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Washington wants to go quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
A really nice job by the linebacker there, understanding his responsibilities in that coverage. That's a cover 2 look. So there's 2 safeties playing deep, but the linebacker knows there's nobody underneath him, keeping him close to the line of scrimmage, so he can kind of float back a little bit, watch the QB's eyes, jump the throw, and make the pick.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Standing in his own end zone, looking to throw.
He's never a doubt. Are you kidding me? He had a 2-yard cushion there. Like, he knew exactly where he was on the field, trying to throw the ball down the field, create some space, right, to make it easier for your play caller. Quarterback gets sacked, but thank goodness it wasn't a safety.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got the back over the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field. But when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good player.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, 1st down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Back open in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of the look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Punt is on its way. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
And your Washington Huskies will take over 1st and 10.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46.
Here we go, Ready, go.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got the tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
You know, that's a great job by the receiver on that curl route. There's a lot of receivers that finish the route and they just stop. And that allows the DB to close the gap and then knock the ball away. Nice job by that receiver, continuing to come back to his QB.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Carr. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
He's brought down at the 38. Brings up 2nd down.
We've We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's got him. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Moves around to clear up the vision. That's caught. It's Harris.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Wants to throw again. Working that left side now. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
Man, it's kind of crazy. That's only the 2nd time we've called his number, called his name, like his 2nd catch of the day. We're used to this guy really impacting a football game, and this offense has to do a better job finding him, featuring him, giving him chances to make plays.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole. Slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking wasn't outstanding.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Colorado is ahead early in Boulder, but that's not exactly Cordell Stewart out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over Alabama. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few 1st downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
To the ground with the back. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Now improvising. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like, they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down?
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to keep it in the air. Quarterback now breaking the field. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. There he goes. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the 1st down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Makes the catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he doesn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. The give as they work on that clock. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. He's out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Going to the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. They'll try the run. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Punt is in the air. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to buy time. He'll pull it down.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
And the Huskies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Let's go. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. They'll move the wide receiver. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Lets it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. It's complete. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.